Well, defence may not be Larsen and Toubro's biggest money spinner, but it's slowly and surely set to become a larger part of the group's turnover. The company recently delivered a 450 crore rupee floating dry dock to the Indian Navy and plans to bid up for up to 50,000 crore rupees of defence orders this year alone. That could take the contribution of the defence division to up to 10% of its total revenues over the next 3 years. Kevin Lee has more.
This is the Indian Navy's second floating dry dock and the first to be indigenously developed by a private company. The dock can lift 97% of the ships and submarines that are currently in the Indian naval fleet and carry up to 8,000 tons at a time. L&T Defence bagged this order in 2015 and will deliver it to the naval base in Port Blair in the next few months. But this is just the tip of the iceberg as far as the company's plans for this shipyard are concerned.
Interceptor boats have been something that came into existence in concept after the Bombay attacks. So we are effectively building 54 of these vessels, 100% indigenously designed and built contract with some small amount of imports.
But Kattapalli is just one part of L&T's ambitions in the defence sector. The company is looking to bid for over 50,000 crore rupees worth of naval orders this year alone. These orders include the 25,000 crore rupee contract for building amphibious warships or LPDs, where L&T and Reliance Infra are expected to submit bids next week, an order for 16 shallow water corvette anti-submarine ships and miscellaneous diving support vessels. The government's strategic partnership initiative may also see L&T winning an order to build Scorpion submarines, which could potentially be worth 50 to 60,000 crore rupees.
We expect next about, I would say 1 or 2 months, by the time the expression of interest, that's where the strategic partnership program starts. The expression of interest should be out. So we expect this financial year the bids to be made and maybe early next year actual conclusion.
While outgoing Managing Director and CEO A.M. Nayak has always been bullish on defence, this has been reaffirmed by the appointment of Mr. Patil as whole-time director on the board of directors of the company. But with Nayak making way for new MD and CEO S.N. Subramaniam from the 1st of July, is this bullishness likely to change?
Now, as a CEO and MD, we see very clearly Subramaniam is someone who is very bullish on new generation technologies and what goes on. Looking forward, I would say that as L&T management, we are very, very clear on our long-term directions. We certainly have a Plan 21 in place, and obviously as you plan few years ahead, 5 years ahead, you always have that 10-year horizon at the back of your mind.
The government has made a strong push for Make in India where defence is concerned, and while L&T is bringing out the big guns, ships and submarines to take full advantage, it will be hoping that project delays, which have so far plagued the defence sector, do not throw a spanner in the works. In Mumbai, Kevin Lee.